Hey everybody, welcome. It's Beth from Yoga and Reiki Bliss. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited about this Bliss Bite that I'm creating for you today because it comes from one of our community members, one of our Yoga Bliss community members to be specific. And I love when you guys ask me questions because then it gives me an idea of what you're working with and what you have questions about, and it helps me help you a little bit better. And for things that I don't know about, it gives me a chance to do some research and to learn. So thank you for sending in your questions. Keep them coming. So today's Bliss Bite is focusing on tension in the tongue, which I thought was really cool. Because while I teach yoga and I teach breathing, and I've learned some things through yoga anatomy and through singing, I realized I didn't know as much as I thought I did about the tongue. So I started to do a little research, and I found out a few things, which was really kind of cool too. And one of the things I found out, and again, I'm still researching, so I might even find out more information, but one of the things I found out was about the position of the tongue, and that in its natural resting place, the ideal place for it is toward the roof of the mouth, with the tip of the tongue just behind the teeth, not touching the teeth, but just behind the teeth on the roof of your mouth, like you were saying the letter N. N. And the back of the tongue should also rise up toward the roof of the mouth, gently, not like you're cementing it up there, but that it's just resting upwards. And apparently this position is a great place to help with head positioning, jaw positioning, even teeth. It's also a really good place to help with swallowing, with singing, with speaking, and a few other things, which I thought was, again, very interesting. And by no means am I an expert at this point, but I've learned some things and I'm anxious to learn more. So given that, I thought I'd share with you a few exercises that I've done over the years that have helped me with tongue tension. Some of them come from singing, some of them come from acting, and some of them come from yoga. So the first thing we're going to do is take a little massage of your jaw. So you're going to just take your fingers right around that little opening in the jaw, and you can even open your mouth a little bit, and gently massage around that area. I'm kind of brushing forward, just to help reduce any holding, tightness, tension in the jaw. So you can do that a few times. And then the next thing I'm going to do is let my mouth open up wide. One of my voice teachers used to call it big face and small face. So I'm going to let my mouth open up wide. You can even open up your eyes. And then just let the mouth close really small and the face get really small, like you're sucking on a lemon. And you'll do that again. And you can even link it with a breath. Breathe in and breathe out. So you'll do that a few times. Again, not so much that you feel like you're creating tension as you open up, but just so that it feels spacious. And then I'm going to take the tongue and slowly stick my tongue forward so the tip of my tongue curls toward my chin. And I'm going to slowly bring it back. Looks funny, I know. Then the next thing we're going to do is what my teacher called tongue fronting, where you put the tip of your tongue behind your bottom teeth and you sort of push your tongue forward. And then we're going to take the bottom jaw and move it forward and slightly up like you were creating an underbite. Like that. Look up a little bit, and then we'll breathe a few breaths through the mouth. The breath can be slow, it can be steady, it can also be a little quicker, like a Kapalabhati breath, like you were panting. So I'll leave it to you. If you feel like you need more energy, you might go with the Kapalabhati. If you feel like you need something more soothing, you'll go with a slower, more gentle breath. But it's going to look like this. I'm just turning my head to the side so you can see my jaw. So maybe 3 or 4 breaths, you'll see what you need. And then we're going to bring in a little yoga breathing of lion's breath. Now, I like to do lions with my hands, but you don't have to. Really, with lion's breath, you're opening up the face, kind of like we did in Big Face a few minutes ago, sticking the tongue out and doing a sigh. Doesn't have a real sound to it, but it's a breathy sigh. So you'll take a breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. You'll breathe in through your nose, and then you'll do your lion's breath. And we'll do that again. And you can do that a few times too. 3 times would probably be good. So if you want to do it one more time, notice your tongue positioning as you pause in between the lion's breath to take a regular breath in. Notice if your tongue wants to rise up into that place of gently above the, pressing gently toward the roof of your mouth with your tongue just behind your teeth. And then as you're working with that, again, keep it nice and easy. This is a great way to bring energy to the face, to the mouth as you open up and release tension there. It's also a way to activate your 5th chakra, your throat chakra, for anybody who's into the chakras. So that's a good one to do. And then the last thing we're going to do is just gently hold your hands onto your face. Hold your face with your hands. And you're going to make little lip trills and little tongue trills, so you can alternate those. So again, you'll breathe through your nose. And do it one more time. Then gently release. So those are some things you can play around with. Maybe do them at home, in the bathroom in the mornings or at the end of the day, or maybe you find a quiet place at work to do a couple of them just to release, again, any tension in the face, the jaw, the tongue, so you can more freely express yourself without clamping down and holding back. As I said, if you have any questions about what we're talking about today or any questions about anything that you're exploring in your practice, toss them over to me. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. I'd love to hear your questions. This way we can stay in tune and in touch with each other and keep our community vibrant and blossoming. You can reach me by email at yogibeth.tassione@gmail.com, or you can just shoot me a note on Facebook at Yoga Bliss for You. That's the number 4 and the letter U, Yoga Bliss for You. Thanks again for joining me here, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Namaste.